on this week's edition of Jaguar TV.
NPHS boys basketball team woke up extra early Friday morning to greet our little Jays as they arrived on campus. The boys basketball team is set to begin their season this weekend. Good luck on a great season, Jags.
Ms. Gayton took her Mississippi Studies class along with some of Coach Kuski's students to the Mississippi Civil Rights History Museum on Tuesday, October 17th. The students learned about the history of Mississippi as well as civil rights history about Pike County that they didn't know. The trip was a great learning experience for our students.
Hey Jaguars, welcome into Jag Talk. I'm your host Ty Goldman, and this week we start our interviews with head football coach Matthew Mott. Coach, how's your day going?
Ty's good, man. Beautiful day out. Just ready to enjoy the weather while we got it, right?
That's right, yes sir. So first of all, congrats on the win. Big win, district win. How big is it though, with this being a pivotal point in the season? How big is that win?
It's like I told the guys Friday night when we won, there's no better feeling than a Saturday morning after Friday night win. So you enjoy those moments. You don't get them all the time. You want to have them every week, but you take those wins because it feels so bad to lose. And so it was definitely a better Saturday than it's been in weeks past. And our guys, I think, are going to be very confident going forward that if we can continue doing what we're doing, we can play with anybody. So we're looking forward to the rest of the district play and maybe an opportunity to playoff run.
Yes sir. So we get back Xavier Nunn at quarterback, and he happens to be your leading rusher for the game, and he's also gives you 3 touchdowns. He had a couple mistakes, right, but I think more so he provided a lot for the offense rather than took away from the offense. How big is it to get him back?
Oh, it's huge. I think the guys know deep down, like going into each game, to just have confidence in who your leader is going to be. And I think credit to the guys who played well against Florence. We had a chance to win, but he wasn't out there. And so now that we got him back, he was healthy and was able to do a lot of good things for us. Threw 3 touchdown passes, had 2 more that were called back that he could have had 5 touchdown passes. So I mean, anytime a guy can throw 5 touchdown passes or 3 touchdown passes, it's big for us. So I think if you were to ask him, he'd tell you, a couple of mistakes here and there, but that's how you learn. And so we need him to be big each week, and now he did it for us this past week.
Mm-hmm. So staying with the offense, right? I've talked with Coach Smith about this before, about the athletes that we have and how I think we use them really well. And I want to bring it up again because I think we did it last Friday really well. I think we did it really well. Guys like DeJuan Trim, Devin Montgomery, those guys like that. I mean, they were all involved in the play in the offense, and they provided a lot for the offense. How big have they been for you this year, and how big can they be as we get into the remainder of the year?
I think the sky's the limit, and if you were to ask those guys, they want the ball every time, and I understand that, but that's not necessarily what you need to do as a team or as an offensive unit. You need to find out what skill sets, like you said, are best for which ones, and so we try to get them involved in bubble screens, tunnel screens, ball throws down the field, throws, short throws, so that's big. I mean, we need them going forward, and so that confidence is just getting more, and we're getting more and more confident with our play. So I'm excited to see what they can do the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Defensively now, we hold Provine to 104 rushing yards. Now that's their second, that tied for their second lowest. Brookhaven also held to 104, so tied for their second lowest rushing total of the year. And that's a big deal because their bread and butter is running the ball, and they've gotten their wins when they've had a lot of rushing yards. So And then, we do give up some big plays. We give up 2 scores in that game. So overall, really, what are your thoughts on the defense last Friday?
Well, I think, we've said you're spot on when you say what you say. I think that we've tried to tell our guys that in each game, Vincent Blarty said it best, there's about 4 or 5 plays that decide a game, and we've got to do a better job at those big plays because we played a great first half defensively. I mean, can't ask the guys to do any better. Second half, we had a pick 6 that wasn't their fault. We had a touchdown pass that got thrown over our head, and then we gave up one big drive that they probably, going back, would say we should have done better. But, I think that's how you win football games. You stop the run, you create a game plan that they have to throw the ball, and then when they have to throw the ball, there's only 3 things that can happen, and 2 of them aren't good. One's incompletion, the other is a completion, and the third is an interception. So I like my odds defensively of making somebody throw the ball.
Yes, sir. Now, moving back into a little bit of offense, because I kind of want to examine something that's been going on a little bit. Obviously, we lose Will Reagan at center, right, and that hurts us. We had to put Will Gunnell in there at center, and he struggled a little bit, and I get it because he's just been thrusted into the role, and I get it. But like I said, he's been struggling a little bit, some bad snaps that maybe have caused some negative plays, some busted plays. Kind of what's the message to him throughout this week and throughout the end of the year to help him improve and get better?
Well, I think Will will tell you that this is new territory for him, and I'm proud of the way he's moved. He's gotten better each week. I think that when you ask him the things that he struggled with, or just it's getting used to playing a full game. I mean, I think that's anybody in any sport is when you're thrust into a starting role. Now you're not just playing a play here, a play there, a quarter here, a quarter there. Now you got 4 quarters, and he long snaps for us. So he needs to understand that he's got to just take it one play at a time, and he's just got to slow the game down. And that experience will be big for him as we go forward. So I think that he's going to be a big part of our offense. We need him to be big, and so he's getting there. It's just going to take a little bit more time.
Now getting into Game 9, right? You got Brookhaven coming in on senior night. They're 4-5 on the year, 2-1 in district. Recent wins over Provine, then they beat South Jones last week. They have running back Xavier Gayton, who is a really good player for them. I think he's a Mississippi State commit, so that's a big deal. So how can we stop their rushing attack? Because obviously it's going to be there. And furthermore, how can we win the game?
Well, I think we're 2 similar teams. We played some opponents that were higher up in classifications than we were, and we've took some losses. We've gone in there and played road games that we have to make a trip for. So I think that our record's similar, but also the makeup of our team. You said it best. They have a running back who is a D1 guy committed to state. And it's like I told the guys yesterday, if you want to make a difference, if you want to make a difference between you playing on Friday and Saturdays and eventually maybe even on Sundays one day, your opportunity is right here in front of you. Everybody's going to be watching him. They're going to be watching his highlight video. They're going to be college coaches in the stands. Go out there and you shut him down. If you go out there and you make plays and everybody's going to go, wow, who is that guy? That's a great opportunity for you to be seen, and maybe one day you can use that to get your college scholarship opportunities. And so I think it's going to be big for us. We're going to have to stop the run, which is what we've had to do week in and week out, and the times we've done it, we've been successful. I think that offensively, we're going to have to get some points. We continuously get down into the red zone, and we come away with some opportunities that we don't get those points. So we're just going to have to do the things that we do well, and the things that we're not doing well, we'll have to do better.
That's right. Coach, good luck this week.
Thanks, sir.
Jaguars come out to senior night. Your Jags play the Brookhaven Panthers at Southwest. We're now here with senior dance member Sarah Kuntz. Sarah, how's your day going?
Good. How is yours?
That's going good. I appreciate you asking. So we'll get into the interview. You're a dance member, and this is your senior year, and this will be your last year.
Yes.
How have you, throughout the time that you've been on the dance team, how have you been able to kind of positively impact your peers?
Well, as a senior, you kind of step in a leadership role to help with the underclassmen, making sure they know the dances during practice. If they need anything, making sure they all have all that together. If they need videos and just things like that.
Yeah, gotcha. So, how hard? Because I feel like a lot of people maybe don't know the process. How hard is it to kind of remember the dances that you guys perform week in and week out?
Well, I mean, I've danced for so long, so I feel like now it's just muscle memory. The more times you do it, it doesn't come out of your head. And then just making sure you practice, going home, I always if I go from dance to dance, I'll practice my dances from school dance at TDS and making sure I just know for Friday.
Yeah, So, like I said, senior year, what will you remember most about being a part of the North Pike dance team?
Probably getting to dance on the sidelines in front of the student section, having fun. Definitely when we win games, those are the best. And just getting to dance to to my family and getting my grandparents getting to watch me and all that.
Well, Sarah, thank you for the interview. And Jaguars, thank you again for watching Jag Talk.